So this was our bourne wood job. On this project, I created quite a detailed, well, another to me, detailed 3D overview. This was of the entire house, back to the structure. And the reason for this model was because we were doing such an extensive renovation. I think it's only sort of this quarter of the house, the original house, that remained. This was a double-story wraparound extension. We took off the roof, completely rebuilt it, added these dormers and the rear section at the back and this flat section. So all of this was drawn to scale, again, for all the reasons that we use 3D. We had steels in the roof. This was done in 2018, so it's a bit less common to have steels in the roof to set all of this out. Now it's quite commonplace, so I needed to check my heights. Because we were rebuilding the roof but retaining the original structure, I needed to work out the pitch of the original roof, which I did on site and then reconfirmed in this drawing. And small details when the job's finished, but complicated when you're building it, is wanted every section of the roof to have the same pitch. And the reason for that is in these sections, the valleys, you can use a tile rather than lead, and it's just a much cleaner and nicer aesthetic. So there's quite a lot of figuring and calculating to get all of these to sit at the same pitch. So all of those were drawn. The colours denote different timbers, so I think these were 4x2, the greens were 6, these ones were 8s, and I think these at the back, these were 5. So I'll just take off some of the roof layers, bear with me, and here we go. And the plasterboard on the walls, where is that, wall finishes? There we go. So then I framed out the internals, and again, this is just a lot quicker so that the carpenters know exactly what they're doing, and then I can pull my dimensions off of this. I'll throw a load of dimensions on there and set this out in the house, so it just makes everything a lot quicker. Where I've got double joist, trimmers, doors, all of these dimensions, I'll set them out here, and then the carpenters just follow this. There's no measuring, there's no checking on site, they can just get it done. These sections this was timber frame, the exterior elevation. These were load-bearing walls where the roof sat. I knew I needed to raise the height here for the flat roof section, and they're drawn exactly as built. Obviously, it's a lot easier to have one larger section of wall at one height and just add this ladder section on top. There were flitch beams here at the back. I've got a gap in between, so this again is to scale, and the reason for that is I wanted to check my overhangs for my wall finishes, so I knew how much to pack this timber out or whether to change that timber. I think in the end I did change the timber and trimmed it down to have it finishing flush there. Just made finishing out the inside a lot cleaner. There's a section here of herringbone joists, which I'll discuss in another video because that was a very complicated detail at the back, and I'll see if I can yeah, you can see that there just quickly. And so we'll discuss that in a later video, and I'll see you then. Thanks.